Thus spoke Zarathustra, by Friedrich Nietzsche, translated by Walter Kaufman. Book 3, Upon the Mount of Olives. Winter, a wicked guest, is sitting at home with me. My hands are blue from the handshake of his friendship. I honor this wicked guest, but I like to let him sit alone. I like to run away from him. And if one runs well, one escapes him. With warm feet and warm thoughts, I run where the wind stands still, to the sunny nook of my Mount of Olives. There I laugh at my severe guest, and am still well disposed toward him for catching the flies at home, and for silencing much small noise. For he does not suffer it when a mosquito would sing, or even two. He even makes the lane lonely till the moonlight in it is afraid at night. He is a hard guest, but I honor him, and I do not pray, like the pampered, to the pot-bellied fire idol. Even a little chattering of the teeth, rather than adoring idols. Thus my nature dictates. And I have a special grudge against all fire idols that are in heat, steaming and musty. Whomever I love better in winter than in summer. I mock my enemies better and more heartily, since winter dwells in my home. Heartily, in truth, even when I crawl into bed. Even then my hidden happiness still laughs and is full of pranks. Even the dream that lies to me still laughs. I? A crawler? Never in my life have I crawled before the mighty. And if ever I lied out of love. Therefore I am glad in the wintry bed, too. A simple bed warms me more than a rich one, for I am jealous of my poverty. And in winter it is most faithful to me. I begin every day with a bit of malice. I mock the winter with a cold bath. That makes my severe house guest grumble. Besides, I like to tickle him with a little wax candle to make him let the sky come out of the ashen-gray twilight at last. For I am especially malicious in the morning, in that early hour when the pail rattles at the well and the horses whinny warmly through gray lanes. Then I wait impatiently for the bright sky to rise before me at last, the snow-bearded winter sky, the old man with his white hair, the winter sky, so taciturn that it often tacitly hides even its sun. Was it from him that I learned the long, bright silence? Or did he learn it from me? Or did each of us invent it independently? The origin of all good things is thousandfold. All good prankish things leap into existence from sheer joy. How could one expect them to do that only once? Long silence, too, is a good prankish thing. And to look out of a bright, round-eyed face, like the winter sky, and tacitly to hide one's sun and one's indomitable solar will. Verily, this art and this winter prank I have learned well. It is my favorite malice and art that my silence has learned not to betray itself through silence. Rattling with discourse and dice, I outwit those who wait solemnly. My will and purpose shall elude all these severe inspectors, that no one may discern my ground and ultimate will. For that I have invented my long, bright silence. Many I found who were clever. They veiled their faces and muddied their waters that nobody might see through them, deep down. But precisely to them came the cleverer mistrusters and nutcrackers. Precisely their most hidden fish were fished out. It is the bright, the bold, the transparent, who are cleverest among those who are silent. Their ground is down so deep that even the brightest water does not betray it. You snow-bearded, silent winter sky, you round-eyed white head above me. Oh, you heavenly parable of my soul and its pranks. And must I not conceal myself like one who has swallowed gold, lest they slit open my soul? Must I not walk on stilts, that they overlook my long legs? All these grudge joys and drudge boys who surround me, these smoky room temperature, used up, wilted, fretful souls, how could their grudge endure my happiness? Hence I show them only the ice and the winter of my peaks, and not that my mountain still winds all the belts of the sun round itself. They hear only my winter winds whistling, and not that I also cross warm seas, like longing, heavy, hot south winds. They still have pity on my accidents, but my word says, let accidents come to me. They are innocent as little children. How could they endure my happiness if I did not wrap my happiness in accidents and winter distress and polar bear caps and covers of snowy heavens? If I myself did not have mercy on their pity, which is the pity of grudge joys and drudge boys, if I myself did not sigh before them and chatter with cold and patiently suffer them to wrap me in their pity, this is the wise frolicsomeness and friendliness of my soul, that it does not conceal its winter and its icy winds, nor does it conceal its chilblains. Loneliness can be the escape of the sick. Loneliness can also be escape from the sick. Let them hear me chatter and sigh with the winter cold, all these poor jealous jokers around me. With such sighing and chattering, I still escape their heated rooms. Let them suffer and sigh over my chilblains. The ice of knowledge will yet freeze him to death, they moan. Meanwhile, I run crisscross on my Mount of Olives with warm feet. In the sunny nook of my Mount of Olives, I sing, and I mock all pity. Thus spoke Zarathustra.